Speaking of eating L's, we got to talk about Zohran Mamdani's L, at least from your perspective. He did not want Chi Ossé to run, and he actively came after him. And in the Meet the Press interview that he conducted this past Sunday, he was very quick to endorse Hakeem Jeffries as minority speaker, or, you know, majority speaker if the Democrats win the House. What do you think about that?
My first thought is that, like, I think Chi handled not getting the DSA endorsement. Really, he's handled it, like, very well.
Yeah.
There, like, a lot of people have cast a lot of suspicion on him and his commitment to DSA, and the way he's acquitted himself afterwards has been, like, really solid. I think that, like, Zohran is essentially making people like you and me feel or suppose that, you know, he's picking and choosing the battles. He says, listen, I'm not, you know, like I obviously just won a primary against an establishment figure, but going after Jeffries right now will make it more difficult for me to deliver on what I was elected to deliver on. Like, that's the simple, you know, pitch. And, you know, if it turns out, right, that, like, Chi Ossé not getting the Zohran blessing to get in the mix for a long shot primary bid is, you know, something that ends up being meaningful, then, like, sure, like, all right, like I'll wait that out, I suppose.
No, I think it's a mistake.
Yeah,
I don't think Hakeem Jeffries is in any way, shape, or form going to concede to Zohran's agenda.
Yeah, but
he will still present hurdles against it.
I agree with you that it's a mistake not to pursue a primary against Hakeem Jeffries. Full stop. I think that should happen, and that, like, Hakeem Jeffries should be primaried. I think there is, though, it's not just about Jeffries, and it's about all the other people who Zohran, as, like, the head of a city, not as a legislator, not as a guy who's shaping legislation, but as, like, the executive of a city. Like, he has to go and trade horses. This is, you know, one of the things that people bring up. Why are you pursuing attacks against the leadership of the party that you're claiming to be in common cause with? And again, like, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I do personally. What I feel is mainly that, like, it's a big ask considering how much contempt there is for among you know, certainly that I feel for, like, the leadership of the party.
It don't matter. Hakeem Jeffries gonna fuck him over no matter what. It's better to try and attempt to unseat him, or at the very least push him further left by presenting a left flank alternative in the primaries. There's never a good reason to stop a Democrat. There's never a good reason to stop running left flank candidates against establishment figures, because the worst case is Chi loses the race, right? It's already a difficult task, but in the process, you do unironically cause Hakeem Jeffries to make concessions to the left in the way that he campaigns, because he knows that that's the only way out of this primary structure.
I agree completely. That is why every Democrat, every left-wing Democrat, or what,
and I think it was a mistake for Zohran to campaign against him instead of just, like, taking a back seat, not saying anything, and being like, I'm focusing on affordability right now, as opposed to being like, I think Chi Ossé shouldn't do it.
Well, that's where I wonder, because to me, like, again, I don't want to weigh in on, like, I also feel like I don't know enough about the internal DSA. Yeah, man, like, there's more ins and outs and stuff. Like, I don't want to just fucking mouth off. Like, the easiest thing in the world, I feel like, is to have an opinion based on, like, half information. And I just, like, I would rather, like, what I have to say does not matter that much. I still don't understand why he went and campaigned at the DSA against Chi. I mean, like, it's weird. Not that I think it's weird that he went, but it's a weird split thing. I think on the one hand, the fact that he, like, takes DSA seriously enough to go and say, hey, like, don't run against this person who I don't want you to run against. Like, it's, like, not, to me, that's not suggesting that he's keeping DSA at arm's length. At the same time, like, was it the right call for him to go in and say, hey, Chi, don't run? I don't know. I hope Chi Ossé runs and win anyway. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I like Chi. Jeffries being nearly 80% popular in the district is very different. Yeah, I mean, that's, like, the thing. He's not Joe Crowley. I don't know. This is, like, part of why again, it's one of the many reasons why, like, I'm not trying to be strident or trying to, like bug out at anybody for their take on this one. It's literally still the transition. He's not in office yet. Oh, Chi isn't running. I mean, I didn't see, I know that he said he wouldn't run if he didn't get the endorsement. I haven't caught up on the latest.
No, to your point about Chi handling this well.
Oh, HSA you don't have to spend? Oh, yeah, I did mix it up with an FSA then.
I just got here. I saw DSA put out a detailed report explaining why Chi is not someone they want to support, focusing on being an opportunist and not in alignment with democratic socialism. Yeah, I don't care about any of that stuff.
Yeah,
that stuff is
sorry.
stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking. That's just like the old guard of the DSA, having some reasonable suspicion, but I think trying to defend a potential tactical mistake.
I mean, I also support primaries because I think that like something, and this is like a more like woo-woo abstract take of mine, but like I believe that campaigns and like running for stuff is just like an especially good task structured to like the political environment. When you run for stuff, I mean, like it was the Bernie campaign, a failed thing that, you know, in 2016 was incredible. Like it's just the nature of this stuff. And especially when enthusiasm and people and the just level of interest is so high, like for me, it often like the conversation has to be like, you have to come up with some pretty good reasons, like not to do a primary, not to assume that like that can be that's part of like the sort of standard issue progressive politics.
What? New York DSA has to consult us on? No, they don't. I'm not a part of New York City DSA. They don't have to consult me for anything. They make their own decisions.
At Noah, how do I square Mitchell Robinson's politics and love for lifted trucks with your undying love for the Knicks? I need to know for science. My friend, the conservative politics of professional athletes have no bearing on my support for my team.
Yeah,
and never will.
It's like saying, how do you support any professional sports team
Yeah,
whatsoever
like,
when their owners are all billionaires, many of them also pro-Israel as well.
Like, it's just not gonna like.
Yeah.
What do I think about Mitchell Robinson? Love those boards. Give me more.